Hi babes, and how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with our white blonde. Not my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. I ordered a red wig and they sent me this one, but you know, it's okay. We're gonna work what we're given. Anyways, moving from that, we're going to be reading for the Department of Education. We had surprise news of an executive order allegedly being signed. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out and what is the future on that. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to be resonating for all of you. It's a general reading. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I mentioned is alleged. You're always given a disclaimer at the beginning of every video. Please understand that we do not condone any harassments or any kind of like that behavior would never be posted. It's going to be reported and forgotten, because here we are to have fun and to get spiritual advice. If you don't like it, please exit now. With this said, we're going to move forward. We have the Nine of Wands. We got the Nine of Swords, the Page of Wands. Sorry, it's just the wig hair. The Sun in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, Empress in the reverse. Holy moly, it's too strong. Hierophant, the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, and overall energy, please. One card, thank you so much. The High Priestess. Oh, we have very intense cards for today's reading. And at the bottom, we got the what? The King of King of Wands. Let's see. So we got Sagittarius energy and Aries. We got Leo. We got Libra. We got Taurus. We got Scorpio and Capricorn. Let's see overall energy for all these readings today. We got the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords. So, okay. So I do see that allegedly this idea, it's just that it's yet to be written in stone. Even if allegedly they move forward, everything, sorry, it's just windy, is going to be like a test subject, okay? So even if this moves forward to any extent or to any extent, keep in mind that it is allegedly a test subject. We're gonna yet to see what is gonna happen. I do see a lot of push and pull here allegedly, and this is common sense. We don't need the cards, but it's a confirmation that is still yet happening. It does show right here allegedly that both parties, this is not just red, blue, whatever other color there is on politicians or whatever party. Allegedly this is going to affect every single American, no matter what you voted for. Okay, so allegedly this is going to cause more disruption because everybody is getting affected. And now with this said, allegedly they're going to try to bring the private schools idea. You're gonna allegedly see a lot of ads or a lot of promotions for that, in which is going to get backlash because not everybody, no matter how pretty you put it, can't afford it. So allegedly this is going to push back the idea to close it permanently. I do see that in between is going to get reopened, but there's going to be a lot of changes. I do see the big possibilities allegedly to bring into public education in some future. Allegedly there's going to be some sort of uniforms. Allegedly these uniforms are going to be having to be paid by obviously the parents, and this is going to allegedly bring some sort of money to the school, which allows that school to provide whatever it needs to provide besides the schooling. Now I do see as well that this is going to be causing a lot of anger. Of course, this is going to cause some sort of like jealousy, because again, some people may not want the uniform, some people may not be able to pay for it. Let's see what else, because allegedly the uniforms could be quite pricey in that future. I do see that a lot of people are going to say this is putting me beyond my means. It's going to put me in a lot of debt and a lot of overwork. So I do see either way, allegedly that's going to be reopened. There's some sort of like ideas that are still going to be different. One of them, highly possible, allegedly some schools requiring some public schools allegedly requiring some sort of like uniforms that not everybody could be able to. But it does show right here that to not go cray cray, because something else is yet to happen, allegedly shows right here. I do feel that it's not paying off and it's not going to work the way they were expecting. Okay, this is allegedly going to be biting back because a lot of people are getting affected, and allegedly there's going to be some sort of situation that is going to get them to having to reconsider that, allegedly rename it, allegedly rebrand it, and allegedly bring it up to a different light, into where it's not the same as what we had before, but allegedly very simple. So now let's see what else I can give. Okay, what is the future for the education system in the United States? Please and thank you, Lilith. Can you give me some more? So let's see. It does seem very chaotic, to be quite honest. I'm not going to sit here and give you this allegedly yet confirms a lot of chaotic energies, but I do see that as much negativity, I don't see it. I do know some people call me that I'm overly enthusiastic when it comes to readings, but I just don't do the fear mongering, guys. I hate that. So I'm going to give you what I see, and also I'm going to bring solutions, not just problems. But I do have hope here, because with the cards, with Taurus energy and everything, it says that it's going to be specifically on August, like July, like June, August. Allegedly there's going to be a few weeks of, like, most likely because it's closer to like school, whatever, it's going to be a lot of push and pull there, a lot allegedly of having to meet, having to reorganize, having to allegedly bring ideas that are workable for every single American. And I do see allegedly that possibility being there. So I do see, like, last minute allegedly something gets reformed. Okay, I do see for those who can be on homeschool, you're allegedly going to be receiving some sort of like benefit there. Allegedly this seems to be financial benefit, into where it allows you to again allegedly bring the continue. I'm sorry guys, I got the windows open. It's just very hot, and allegedly bring you the possibility to again bring the school system to homeschools. I do feel like those who can't are going to allegedly have to adapt to this new thing that's going to come for the public system school allegedly as well. I do feel like the schools that are going to be affected are allegedly, this is something that's clear as water, is going to be the ones in the poor side of cities, allegedly going to be the most difficult. Now allegedly they're going to be opening doors to kids who have very good grades, allegedly to private schools as well. There's going to be a bunch of programs as well, not only allegedly a voucher but other programs as well, allegedly specifically those who called religious schools, allegedly those are the ones. So some people are going to adapt to go to that way, to that route. What's going to happen with the Department of Special Education, I think it's called? So this is when it gets tricky, when it comes back to allegedly back to the alleged homeschool education. The special education department allegedly is going to have a lot of changes. Some schools are going to keep it, some schools are going to be very limited into who they keep in allegedly, and for whatever reason it seems to be like a age limit for some reason, and allegedly that idea moves forward. Can we clarify this, please? I do see as well that allegedly somebody may say something that's very cruel, very mean, and allegedly gets very much a lot of backlash around the world, around the globe. And I do see that eventually whenever they start talking about this possible injustice, allegedly they're gonna have to bring with a new idea. I do see allegedly they're gonna be pressed with a lot of like alleged impossible lawsuits. This could be also rumors, into where they establish that this needs to be done because this is affecting a lot of people, and allegedly there's gonna be gigantic and massive protests allegedly, into where again they had to fix a lot of things when it comes to the Department of Education as well, because allegedly they're going to have to be facing about civil rights or something like that. So that's what I see when it comes to that. Let's see, the Lovers in reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I do see allegedly the situation brings breakdowns in both parties. Like I said before, this is beyond any color, beyond your preference. This is beyond everything. This is more about the future of our youth and our kids. And allegedly here, this brings a lot of breakdown. This brings imbalance, and again puts everybody against this idea allegedly, into where they are going to be pushing the harmony and celebration into where allegedly is going to have to be rebranded and changed. I do feel like allegedly somewhere somehow the vacillation of like it's like pretty much bringing you the truth but halfway, and it's like allegedly saying like, no, this is not what we wanted, da, 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 but allegedly people are going to claim differently. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of situations legally demanding a lot of things, and allegedly it seems like a win for the people, but it's not going to be 100% a win. It's going to be in a way, shape, or form allegedly. But there's definitely changes as well allegedly in when it comes to the Department of whatever is left with Department of Education as well. Not only with some schools bringing different ideas, I do see allegedly is going to be depending on the numbers of some sort of percentage. Now allegedly is going to be the financial situation. Allegedly, even though that some schools allegedly are going to remove completely the free food, allegedly there's going to be some sort of like good people out there who is going to be wanting to give food for those kids who can't afford it. So although this situation seems very messy, and it is messy for me to even talk about, because allegedly is all these possibilities that are yet to happen, and that's why I'm telling you, do not continue with fear-mongering stuff, because I can assure you that things are going to find its way back to what we could consider fair, although it's not going to be the same, because allegedly some classes, some studies, and some things that they were offering is going to be changing completely, but it's not going to be limiting the access to it. Allegedly it's just not being brought up in school, and again allegedly there's going to be a lot of changes to funding and whatnot, which we already knew, but this is just a confirmation that allegedly it is going to happen. But it's going to be again very different, and one of the things that allegedly is going to shock some schools, not every single one, and this could be starting with one school and then copying as it goes. Allegedly possible segregation, allegedly as well, like talking about like uniforms too. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes, but even though that these alleged ideas and situations are going to be presented itself, it does not mean it's going to be completely full, because I do feel like beyond the colors and the politics and all that, allegedly I do see a lot of good people out here that goes past that. So as communities, as people, as Americans, right, I do see the union, like understanding and like letting the pettiness aside, and allegedly uniting for the future of most youth. So it's gonna be upcoming months of, I wouldn't say disasters or chaos, but allegedly I do see a lot of protests and a lot of like fighting for what people consider justice, into where allegedly, although people may think they have no voice, you do. It does matter, and allegedly it does makes things go the way it should have gone the first place, allegedly. So that's that. Can you tell me a card for the special Department of Education, like special needs education? I forgot I forgot how it's called, because my son is autistic, for those who don't know, but I always homeschool him, so I don't know how it's called, but it's like the class or department for special needs students. We got the Six of Swords. It says it's the transition, allegedly moving on, and it says like it's gonna be like a recovery. So the Swords means like it's not gonna be an easy action. There's gonna be a lot of like speaking up and moving forward for that as well. I do see like with the Three of Pentacles, it's all about teamwork. If you guys, instead of like being petty towards one another, find a way to unite and find a way to just see the outcome instead of like colors and whatnot, allegedly you guys can move forward and do better and do more than what you do complaining on the social media, I do see that yes, it's gonna bring a lot of family disputes and whatnot, but I do see like if you guys move forward united like a team, right? Teams do not have to be the same. You just gotta have one equal goal, which is kids, right? Finding the best for kids, right? That should be your only goal. If you guys can do that, right, and then once you get that, you can fight with whoever, that don't matter. But if you guys can focus in what it is, the future of kids or angels, right? Beautiful kids, right? Their future, the beautiful future. If you guys can focus on that, you guys are gonna get more. And if you guys can't, you guys are gonna be self-isolating yourselves and putting yourself in situations you don't want to be in. But as of right now, yes, there's a lot of injustice going around that. I'm not gonna say oh it's not, yes, but it depends on your teamwork. If you guys can move forward and help the people who need it, or stay online complaining about it. But yes, get ready for the tower moment, which is a chaos energy. Allegedly changes that are immediately that don't make sense. It's like I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm sad. Like there's gonna be back and forth, a bunch of things like I said before, but eventually it does show right here generosity, balance, and emotional maturity. So if you guys can do that, things look very promising, guys. But you guys can't do that, then I mean what else do you want me to say? It's obvious the answer to that, no? So that's that. Before I go, I want to give you an angel's number with an angel's message, and I should move forward with my next readings of the day. We got 8888. Personal power, material spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant is in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. So this is the end of the reading. I hope you guys liked it. If you didn't, I am sorry. Still gonna be here though, but either way, hopefully everything gets better for every single one of us and our kids. Many blessings. You're more than welcome to follow me here, to subscribe, to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but either way, thank you so much. You guys have an amazing day.